Hello there and welcome into the Cougar Sports Network as we get ready for Western State Conference South Women's Volleyball action here on a Wednesday in Santa Clarita at the Cougar Cage as the Citrus Owls in town to take on the College of the Canyons Cougars. I'm Matt Robinson, so happy to have you along with us as always here on the Cougar Sports Network. Well, it's getting late in the season here, and it's time for College of the Canyons to try and get down to business. 2-2 right now in the Western State Conference South Division, and they really need to pick it up right now. As you said, 2-2, and the season's starting to run out of time. Only 8 games left in the season, sitting at 6-9 right now, so you've got to pick up wins. You've got to pick them up in a hurry. You've got to try and get within the top 3 in your conference to have a shot to get back to the state playoffs, where then anything can happen. But you at least got to get back to 500, and it's been kind of a slog this year for COC. They did win their last time out against Antelope Valley on the road against AVC, but have lost 2 of their last 3, and they've lost 4 of their last 6 going back to September 20th against Moore Park. So trying to continue to get better. That's a very young squad for Lisa Hooper and Clay Timmons, the co-head coaches of COC. And part of the problem has been the ball handling issues this year. Second most ball handling errors in the state of California. Lots of those coming on their first pass from serve receive, setting up difficult sets and swings on the attack, and that's why the attack efficiency is just 11% this year, 66th in the state of California. On the other side for Shin Jung and Becca Jung of the Citrus Owls, the Owls just 3-15 on the year, 0-3 in conference play. They've lost 5 straight. They've lost 10 of their last 12, going all the way back to September 8th against Ventura and Pasadena City. And they just, again, another team with a lot of errors this year, 791 combined errors between attack, serve, reception, block, and ball handling. And that's just been kind of what has created issues for them. It compounds over time in a match. The more times you give free points to the opposition, the harder it's going to be to win. Consistency on the attack has been a very big issue for them as well. They're generating plenty of opportunities when you look. 551 kills on the season. They've generated 1,877 total attacks, but the 369 attack errors, leaving them at an 0.97 attack percentage, is just really not going to get it done, and that's kind of been a little bit of the struggle. They've done a good job defensively. Receptions this year, 1,234, which is 3rd most in the state, but they have had 180 receiving errors. They've had 988 digs coming into the match today, so again, 12th in the state. The defense has not been terrible. It's been one of their better spots. It's just a matter of staying consistent and making a few less errors, as that's been the struggle for Citrus this year. As we get ready to go, Cougars with a different look in the lineup today, as Madison Gomez is the libero for College of the Canyons. It's been Presley Golfing for most of the year. On the other side for Citrus, Michaela Ortiz is the libero. As the first serve from Jalen Zavala goes out, and Citrus has a 1-0 lead, so we talked about errors early on, and the Cougars make the first error of the match. Zavala, Dothard, Vasquez, Greer, and Benjamin out on the floor, along with Madison Gomez for College of the Canyons, who are on your left here in the first set. In those navy blues, as Gomez handles serve, Zavala sets Benjamin, who has a kill, as in the back row, Julia Petrie couldn't handle it. Petrie along with Biscan, Avaro, Erlandson, Reyes, and Murphy, the starters for Citrus. Is a block at the net from COC. A swing from Vasquez kept up. They'll set near side to the Owls, and Navarro dug out by College of the Canyons. Bump set, 3-meter line off the top of the net, and then a bad pass from Navarro trying to keep it off the floor, and the Cougars have a 2-1 lead here early on. So as we talked about already, some errors from both sides here early on, as Dothard then sends one well long, and we're even at 2-all. Substitutions coming for Citrus. Vanessa Marquez checking in, as Jamie Murphy coming off. Reagan Johnson was actually the other starter on the floor. Johnson checking in, McKenna Cooper checking off, McKenna Cooper checking in. As back to serve is Tyra Biscan from the service line. Scratch that. Vanessa Marquez from the service line, trying to figure out numbers. It's not worked well so far. His serve is in. Dothard, a bad pass. Vasquez kept it off the floor, but the Cougars will not get it over the net in 3 touches. And it'll be back-to-back points for the Citrus Owls. Marquez this year, 20 aces, 33 errors. Right now in the state, 10th most errors in the state of California. Bad pass that time again from Dothard to the back row. And back-to-back errors from College of the Canyons. We talked about the errors being an issue from COC. That's a better pass this time from Dothard. Zavallo bump set. Vasquez, though, had to run well up to it. So it's not a very good swing, but then Citrus can't get it over the net on their side as Cooper couldn't dial one up. I think Lisa Hooper actually got off the bench and told Jalen Zavala that pass was good enough that she should have been able to make the set had she leapt in the air. So we'll take what we said back. Maybe not the worst pass from Dothard, just a little too tight. And the setter-receiver combo just needs to be a bit better. A service ace for COC as an error from Petrie. And Benjamin will go back to the service line once again. Camilla Benjamin, the lone returner for COC. Doesn't have a lot of opportunities at the service line. That's her first service ace of the year. She had 4 errors coming in. She drives this one in. Ortiz handles. They'll set near side. Good swing for Avaro. Pass by Dothard. Bump set Vasquez. A swing that's dug out. Again, they'll set Ivaro, and this time she finds an empty spot on the floor to make it 5-4 in favor of Citrus here early on. Ivaro into the net. 24 errors now make it 25 for Ivaro on the season. 34th most service errors in California. And again, we talk about the errors being an issue for Citrus this year coming into this match. And of course, they've already had a few here early on, and we're even at 5-all. So neither team really efficient right now on the offensive opportunities, both making errors and giving the other team free points. As we're even at 5-all, Sutton Thompson in to serve for COC. Thompson 13 aces, 8 errors as she drives it in. Dig from the back, but a tough dig that time for Dothard, so it will not count as a dig. It's a kill on the other side for Citrus as they went to Cooper and she was able to drive it down. So we'll go 6-5 in favor of Citrus. Michaela Ortiz, the libero, back to serve. 30 aces, 24 errors. Another one that's well up there in the error count. Drives it in. Gomez handles. Dothard will set Miranda. The Cougars able to keep it up after the block and send it across. Citrus doesn't get a very good swing at it. Good diving dig by Dothard. Miranda again, this time towards the back corner on the near side, but Ortiz kept it up. Petrie sends it over, sends it long. Cougars get the point. We're even at 6-all. Kyla Dothard with some good effort on that last rotation through the back row. Here comes Presley Golfing into the game for the first time today. Golfing has been the libero for most of the year for COC. 208 digs on the year. 23 aces, 13 errors as she drives it in. Citrus will go to work on the attack. Misses long. Golfing again with the Cougars with their first lead at 7-6. Citrus sets Petrie. Dug by Dothard. Bump set from Thompson. Miranda blocked, but the net is stuff blocked for Petrie. And we're even at 7-all. Cooper off. Johnson in. Murphy came off as well. Murphy came back in, they said, as well. Thompson tried to set it for Celeste Anaya, but set it right on top of her own head, and Anaya was not in the right position to go at the attack. So 8-7 in favor of Citrus. Petrie able to tool off the block. 9-7 Citrus. 2-point lead, overpass on the serve. Petrie this time stuffed at the net. Anaya and Miranda up for it. And the Cougars back within one. So we'll go 9-8 in favor of Citrus. Madison Gomez back to serve for COC. Gomez will drive it in for a service ace as it dipped down and Petrie could not handle. Cougars back to even at 9-all. So again, Gomez will go back to work. And she's got another service aces Petrie couldn't handle. Back-to-back service aces for College of the Canyons. And COC back out in front at 10-9. Better handle that time by Citrus. Cross-court kill for Jamie Murphy. So back and forward we go. It's 10-all. Olfine handles. Miranda high off the block. Ortiz handled first. Citrus will just have to get it over the net. Inside, Camilla Benjamin high off the block. Citrus again, this time Ivaro. And a kill for Ivaro that time as the Cougars could not handle. Citrus back to work on the attack here, or excuse me, Canyons back to work on the attack here. Blocked at the net, but a good tool. And Citrus with another point. Make it 12-10 in favor of Citrus here. Serve goes long, rotations off each side. Twelve to 11 in favor of Citrus here. So the Cougars go back to work on serve. That one off the tape. Dug out by Citrus. Ivaro into the block. Kept up by the Owls. Played over by Biscan. Handled by COC. They'll set Greer into the middle of the floor, and Gonzalez keeps it up. Ivaro into the net. Even at 12-all. Little arrow that time from Ivaro. Here's Jalen Zavala back to serve for COC. Tough handle that time for Gonzalez, but Citrus able to recover and keep it in play for the moment. Dothard able to drive it home. There's a great keep by Citrus off the serve, but the Cougars were able to get a clean set to Kyla Dothard, and she drove it home. Make it 13-12 in favor of College of the Canyons. Zavala back serving once again. Zavala with 15 aces on the year. Give her another one. Not much Citrus could do with this serve by Zavala, as it's a really good one. Tough handle that time on the back line from Gonzalez, who then comes out after 2 rough handles. And Citrus will go back to work. Or excuse me, College of the Canyons will go back to work on the serve here. Zavala drives it in. Another really good serve from Zavala. Had that late dip on it, and she's got another service ace, as that time Ortiz could not handle. A timeout on the floor by Citrus. We'll take the break as well. COC 12.
College of the Canyons is always ready when it comes to your athletic future. With 17 intercollegiate sports programs to cheer for, opportunities for student athletes to learn, train, and compete, and a championship mindset that has produced state and national titles, College of the Canyons and the Cougars athletics programs offer a great college experience. Take control of your athletic future at College of the Canyons. Visit canyons.edu/schedule and cocathletics.com now.
College of the Canyons and Citrus here on a Wednesday night at the Cougar cage. No score in the first, or no set scores so far. 15-12 in the first set, COC. We'll go back to work with the Jalen Zavala serve here for College of the Canyons. This time Petrie handles. Citrus will set middle. Tipped over by Ivaro. Gomez with a little bump set at the net, and Greer just gets it over. Citrus will just have to play a free ball back over. Dothard having to run through the middle, just pops it back over the net. Both teams a little sloppy here this time, and then the swing goes long that time from Murphy. And the Cougars get another point. (16-12) now COC. Zavala in. Citrus goes inside, blocked at the net. Biscan with the swing. Now Ivaro, dug out by Gomez. Dothard long, no touch at the net. Good set that time from Zavala. Dothard just couldn't get cleanly into it and just drove it a bit long. So we'll go 16-13 College of the Canyons. And then a service error from Tara Biscan. Again, errors hurting Citrus here early on. They have the better of the early portion of the match, led most of the way, but the Cougars have stretched the lead up to 4 at 17-13 in what's a quick-paced first set so far. Dothard, good dipping serve into play. Citrus will set far side. Murphy kept up by College of the Canyons. Vasquez off a back row set from Dothard, swings over. And then a power tip push on the inside from Arlanson, scores. And Citrus has another point. Good quick inside attack that time from Citrus. Nothing the Cougars block could do as they were trying to recover and get to the net. Serve long that time from the back line by Vanessa Marquez. We'll go 18-14 College of the Canyons. Still in the first set, just underway if you're just joining us. About 20 minutes ago, maybe 15. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. Thank you very much, as always, for being here with us, as we very much appreciate it. Here's Ivaro. Plays it in, but dug out by Benjamin. Then Vasquez, a huge swing that Ortiz digs out. Ivaro, that time blocked, popped over, and the Cougars will try and get an offensive attack here clean. Greer gets the kill. Ortiz tried to keep it off the floor but could not. That was a good rally back and forward. As you see Greer off the back set from Zavala. Not much Citrus can do. Make it 19-14. It will go back to serve with Camilla Benjamin once again for COC, who already has an ace here in this first set. Citrus right into the block that time, right down the pipe from Cooper. Now Ivaro high off the block. Benjamin a diving dig. Dothar to follow. And Vasquez rolls it over. Cooper touched. Dig from Benjamin. Now a Bick for Citrus. An overpass, a tap back, and Citrus gets the point from Ivaro. Citrus with a straight Bick out of Petrie. Cougars kept it up, but a little bit of an overpass, nobody there to follow. And a tap back for Ivaro makes it 19-15. Vasquez, time to touch it over. Cooper, the lefty, off her strong side, missed. Usually it'd be an opposite side attack, but with lefty Cooper, that's a strong side attack for her, but she just drove it a little long. Sutton Thompson serving now. That one blocked at the net as Petrie running through drove it over. Now a back row attack from Citrus. No touch at the net. The Cougars up to 21. Stretching the lead just a touch more. We'll stay with Sutton Thompson at the service line. Ivaro handles the serve. Marquez will set Cooper. Nothing at the net once again. Goes long, and the Cougars now with a 22-15 lead. Citrus going to use another timeout here as Canyon's starting to roll. We'll take the break as well here in the Cougars.
At Jersey Mike's, watching them freshly slice your sub is the coolest thing you'll see. And the second coolest thing you'll see is this. Woo! Here we go. Twirl. Up, dip, hand down. One hand. One hand, up, no, flip. I could eat. Sliced right in front of you. The Jersey Mike's thing, a sub above.
Welcome back inside the Cougar cage. 22-15, College of the Canyons leading here in the first set. Citrus started the match off well. They had a little bit of a cushion, just a couple of points, but the Cougars have rallied here late. Thanks in part to some errors from Citrus and some good net front play from College of the Canyons. Sutton Thompson will go back to work at the service line as we come back in. Thompson will drive it in. Citrus will handle. They'll set Petrie. Thompson couldn't keep it off the floor. And the Owls back with another point. Advantage 6 here for College of the Canyons. Ortiz in. Gomez handles. Miranda rolls it into space and has a kill. Good read by Priscilla Miranda that time. And we'll bring Presley Golfine in to serve. Golfine goes to the back. The Cougars a little too aggressive on the block at the net. You don't hardly see that ever. There's just a little bit too much aggression there. The ball actually popped out right to the Citrus bench, out of play. Bringing Johnson back to serve. Into the tape. The Cougars will serve for the first set here. As Maddie Gomez back to serve. And there's 10 aces, 8 errors coming into the match today. Those numbers might be missing a couple of games as stats were not quite updated when we were building boards out. Murphy blocked. Citrus, bad passing, but a tap back dug out. Good dig that time from Ortiz. Howells will just play it over. And Miranda has the kill on the first set point for COC, and they take the first set 25-17. Cougars with a 1-0 lead. We'll step aside. Second set action when we come back.
Meet Nigel Terry. In 2018, UCLA Health made him Laker for a day. Not because he beat cancer once, he beat cancer twice. He inspired us to push, to make the impossible possible. Because that's what Nigels do. And the world needs more Nigels. UCLA Health.
At College of the Canyons, we're always here to help make your future remarkable. Choosing classes is always flexible, so you can study your way. Learn at one of our 2 state-of-the-art campuses, or from home with our online options. Tuition is always affordable, with classes starting at just $46 per unit. We offer financial aid and 0 textbook cost classes to help you save. Always flexible, affordable, remarkable. Always College of the Canyons. Visit canyons.edu/schedule now.
I can't get enough of watching Jersey Mike's freshly grilled hot subs right in front of me. In fact, I like watching nice and close. Oh, yeah.
The eyes just moved.
It's just the steam from the grill. You're seeing things.
Look at that sizzle.
Did you hear that?
Relax, it's just the grill.
Yeah, it's just the grill. Woo! Grilled right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
College of the Canyons Athletics on the Cougar Sports Network is presented by Jersey Mike's. Try one of our authentic, fresh sliced, and fresh grilled subs, always made to order. It's a Jersey Mike's thing. UCLA Health, delivering leading-edge patient care, research, and education. If you have a business and want to support COC Athletics, please contact the athletic department at 661-362-3491. Go Cougs!
Welcome back into the Cougar Sports Network. We get ready for second set action. 25-17, the score in the first set in favor of College of the Canyons, and they have a 1-0 lead. One more game on the Cougar Sports Network this week. Women's soccer in action in conference play on Friday. Hope you join us for that one. 6 p.m. start for that as well. So just waiting on the official to get all the rotations and everything ironed out. Citrus will start things off here in the second set. Nessie Gonzalez back to serve. Service error on the first opportunity from Nessie Gonzalez. And so right away, Citrus right back with an error to start things off. We have Benjamin back to serve. This one tooled off the block. Citrus evens it back at 1-all. There's Uvaro that time. Comes Michaela Ortiz back to serve now. Dothard, first handle. Cougars went to Anaya, it was dug out. Zavala going to be called for a double. Stay with Ortiz back to serve. She'll go right at Kyla Dothard, who handles. Greer on the weak side, able to drive it down off the block. Good swing for Naomi Greer that time. Sutton Thompson back to serve for COC now. Thompson will just float it in. Overpass right back onto the Canyon side. It was actually a tough handle for Madison Gomez. And it's going to result in an error on COC as Vasquez falling away. Didn't really get a very good look at it. You'll take another look here. You'll see it right at the end. Gomez had to back up on the overpass. The Cougars could just never clean it up. Vasquez. Now there's some discussion on who gets the point here. And it does go to Citrus, as I thought it hit the antenna. So we'll go 4-2 in favor of Citrus. Thompson sets Vasquez, drives it straight down the line. Able to score it for Canyons. Good swing that time from Ana Vasquez. Tough set from Thompson as she had to set it from well outside the normal set area. Overpass. She just really saved from Citrus, and the Cougars set Anaya inside, and she drives it down. Presley Golfine back to serve once again. Stuff block at the net. Anaya, Dothard, both there. And the Cougars trying to roll here a little bit. Now with a 5-4 advantage. Good double that time from Dothard and Anaya. Cougars going without Leah Gilly so far today, who's been there big at the net in terms of blocks. Gilly this year, 40 assisted blocks, 54 total blocks, 14 solos. She's actually 7th in the state in blocks this season, but has not touched the floor yet. Double called on Citrus. Give the point back to COC. And that's one area the Cougars have been really good this year, actually, is at the net. When you look, 10th in the state in assisted blocks, 19th in total blocks with 94. Another service error or ace for Presley Goldfein. They average almost 2 blocks per set, do the Cougars. They have had 26 errors, which is also top 15 in the state. But much better net play from COC this year than we've seen in years past as they lead 8-4. No touch at the net that time. Cougars get another point. And actually, no, they did give a touch, and the point goes to Citrus. Originally, they signaled point to COC, no touch. But then they changed it up to Citrus. So it's now 8-5 in favor of Canyons. Goldfein had to dive to keep that ball in play off the serve, and then Dothard tools high off the block for a Canyons point. It was a really tough handle from Goldfein. Good set from COC that time as Thompson was able to get it into a good spot. And now Madison Gomez back to serve for College of the Canyons with a 9-5 lead. Gomez, good serve, tough handle. Citrus just has to bump it over, and they bump it out of play. An unforced error that time from Michaela Ortiz. And really, it was because Michaela Ortiz and Julia Petrie almost ran into one another. Petrie thought she was going to run up and play the ball across, and almost ran right into the hands of Ortiz as she was just trying to play it over. Citrus will set Petrie. She's got a kill that time. Good swing from Petrie. Very much in system that time for the Owls. Tarabiscan back to serve once again for Citrus. Scan floats it in. Goldfein first handle. Cougars trying to go to Benjamin, kept up after the block. Now Miranda, overpass, tried to tap it back. Then Benjamin did. It's kind of an awkward play, but the Cougars will take it for a point. See here, Miranda trying to run almost like a slide. Didn't get it over the net, but luckily Camilla Benjamin was right there in the middle to tap it right back over. Here's Jalen Zavala back to serve. Canyons leading 11-6. Navarro handles. Citrus sent Cooper, dug out, and then a joust at the net. Actually a stuff block at the net by Camilla Benjamin. So it was an overpass, a tap back attempt that Benjamin blocked, and the Cougars with a 6-point advantage here at 12-6. Zavala, serve that time. Citrus sets Petrie. The Cougars only had a solo up that time, as Greer was the lone body trying to make the block and could not. Petrie has the kill. Service error that time. Cooper actually hit her own team right in the backside. And Cooper will come out of the floor. Kyla Dothard back to serve. Soriano into the game for the first time today for Citrus. Petrie can't connect. To fall backwards and just roll it into play. Not much she could do with it from the 3-meter line and well outside the playing surface, as it's a timeout. Citrus 14-7. We'll take the break as well. 7-point advantage for College of the Canyons. They lead 14-7 and they lead 1-0. As Kyla Dothard staying back to serve. Dothard this year 2 aces, 4 errors coming into the match. He's had a couple of errors today, but nearly had a service ace right there, if not for a great save from Soriano. Cougars will get a swing. Benjamin tips it over. Citrus will go with a bick down the pipe and a kill for Ivaro. Scratch that, not a kill for Ivaro, as they say it went long. Looks like it landed into me, but I'm not down on the floor, so it's tough to tell, and instead it'll be a Kyla Dothard serve at 15-7. Good tool that time by Petrie. Double was there, just didn't have the hands pressed well enough over the net. And we'll see Nisa Gonzalez come in to serve to take over for Petrie. Gomez handles first. Vasquez from the 3-meter line kept up. Ivaro punches it over and punches it long. It was a tough set to Ivaro that time, and it was a little tight to the net. She did all she could just to punch it over. Lead now up to 8. 16-8, College of the Canyons. Benjamin, who's had a good run from the service line today, drives another one in. Citrus goes inside short, but the Cougars able to keep it up. Now Vasquez just getting it around the antenna, kept up. It's a dig from Ortiz. That one goes off the tape and falls. It's a kill for Soriano. Had to do it from the 10-foot line. Got a little bit of luck, but you'll take it. Here's Ortiz back to serve. Kara Hooper into the game, handles the ball. Greer plays it over the net. Citrus will set Ivaro stuff block, but kept up. Vasquez from deep. Couldn't get it. Back-to-back points for Citrus. Long for Michaela Ortiz. (17-10) COC. Thompson, good serve, tough handle. Ivaro. Hooper tried to handle it and could not. Miranda dug out. Good dig by Citrus. And Gomez with one of her own. Vasquez off the block and out. (18-11) COC. Net touch called on Citrus. Ivaro just rolls it over. And then some missed passing by Citrus. Make it 20-11. Timeout called by Citrus. We'll take it as well. 20-11 in favor of the Cougars. 1 set to none in favor of College of the Canyons as well. So we come back in 20-11 in favor of College of the Canyons. Citrus somehow keeps that one off the floor. Doesn't matter, Priscilla Miranda drives it home. Twenty-two to 11 in favor of COC now. So the lead 11 for the Cougars. Cooper never got it over the net off the weak side. Cougars rolling, and again, errors hurting Citrus here. Miranda into the net. So the Cougars take the second set 25-12 on an error on Citrus. Then we'll go to third set action with the 2 sets to none lead in favor of COC. Welcome back into the Cougar Sports Network. We go to the third set here. 2-0 in favor of COC. Joust at the net, won by Dothard. The Cougars take a lead here in the third set. No touch at the net, give the point back to COC. So 2-0 here in the third set, 2-0 in favor of COC overall. Ivaro dug out. Dothard rolls it over. Back row attack that time for Luna, doesn't score. Four 4-0 run to open here for COC. All staying on the Zavala serve here. Ivaro high off the block, kept up. Dothard, no touch. First point yielded by COC here in the third set. Greer just plays it over. 4-2 Canyons here. Biscan does the same. Cougars go to Benjamin. She has a kill. Aaron swing that time from Ivaro. So 6-2 in favor of COC. And then Ivaro has a kill on the other side. Marquez back to serve now. Cougars will set Vazin, and Vazin has a kill. Seven to 3 in favor of COC. Camilla Benjamin back serving. Naya tried to tap it over and kind of shrugged afterwards. Vazin just rolls it back in. That was kind of a funny response from Anaya. And then she's going to touch the ball at the net on a swing from Biscan. And it's a point for Citrus. Seven to 4 in favor of the Cougars, 2-0. COC trying to close this one out in straight sets, pick up their 7th win of the year, a very important win. Get them a game above 500 in the Western State Conference South. Errant swing that time from Vazin. And another Citrus point, back-to-back points for the Owls here. As we talked about in the pregame show, it's very important for the Cougars to pick up a win here. You're trying to get back to the state playoffs once again. Good tool that time from Vazin. Scores the point from COC. At 6-9 and 2-2 in conference play, it's pretty much a must-win here against Citrus tonight. You have to take care of the teams that you should beat. Citrus 0-3 and 3-15 on the year is a team that the Cougars certainly should beat. I would probably venture a guess to say that West LA and Glendale, who they've beat already this year, West LA they have not played yet, but are also teams that the Cougars need to handle, as they'll have some tough games left against Bakersfield and Santa Monica, who they lost to in back-to-back matches, before closing out against Antelope Valley, Citrus, and West LA. But you have to be above 500, so these next 3 matches really very important to get you back to 500 and give you a chance to finish above 500 come the end of the season. Vazin didn't get all of it, but got enough to get it over the net. Citrus keeps it up. Gomez then digs on the swing off the near side. Carice Johnson blocked at the net, and it's actually 4 touches on COC as it never went over the net. Anaya difficult on the first pass. Johnson just has to roll it over. Ivaro handled. Petrie never got it over the net. That one hung up on the net. We see it right here. Petrie tapped it and had the defense, had the block falling down, but it just hung on the net for an extra second and fell back onto the Citrus side. Presley Goldfein back to serve. Good dig by Dothard on the tip attempt by Erlandson, and then a kill off the near side for Carice Johnson. Good long back set that time from Sutton Thompson. And the Cougars back with a 3-point advantage. Goldfein in. Tough one-handed set for Citrus, so the Cougars will get another attack here. This time Dothard tools it high off the block. Really good swing from Kyla Dothard. If she can get going as the season continues on here, the Cougars have a very good chance at getting to the playoffs. She's had some struggles at times this year. The attack percentage at just 1.9, but has had a much better handle here today. There's Regan Johnson back to serve. 11-8 in favor of the Cougars here. Thompson will set Johnson. High off the block, kept up, popped over. Canyons will go back to work. Inside Anaya, blocked. Now Dothard from just in front of the 3-meter line, high off the block, kept off the floor. As we rally still and finally finished off by Murphy. Dothard into the block. Dothard again, this time a power tip over. Good rally back and forward, block at the net by Anaya Solo. Celestinaya with a solo block. Twelve to 10, Cougars in front. Citrus serving once again. Isabel Luna into serve, off the tape. Dothard handles. Camilla Benjamin inside. Citrus kept it off the floor, but had to just play it over. Thompson sets Dothard, tipped it over. Ivaro handled. Double called against Citrus. Another service ace. Zavala with the service ace. Canyons now stretch the lead up to 5. Four touches on Citrus that time. And the Owls will take a timeout. 16-10, Canyons in front, trying to close this one out in straight sets, leading 2 sets to none. (16-10), Canyons in front trying to close this one out. Zavala back to serve for COC. Citrus running into a little bit of trouble here. And a net touch on Citrus that time on the set. And another error on the Owls. We talked about it pregame, errors being an issue for Citrus this year. And we've seen him compound heavily here in this third set already. Errant serve by Jalen Zavala gives the point to Citrus, makes it 17-11 in favor of the Cougars. Gomez able to handle the serve. Benjamin Power tip scores. Boy, that was by the skin of their teeth that time. On the Madison Gomez handle on serve receive. 19-11 Canyons in front. Dothard over. Citrus right down the pipe for Navarro. Vaz in an errant swing, gives another point back to the Owls, and Citrus trying to hang around, 18-13. Vaz in that time high off the block. Free ball played over. Vazin Benjamin tips it over. Great dig by Ortiz. Another free ball over. Cougars miscommunicate that time. It was initially Jasmarie Rhodes that made first contact with the ball when Kyla Dothard was saying it was hers, and then Dothard, Gomez, and Zavala all got in the same spot, and none of them took the ball. So a 4-point Canyons lead, serve in, handled by Dothard. They set Vaz in, dug by Navarro. Bick for Citrus that rolls over. Cougars will just roll one right back. Owls just get that one over. Benjamin had to pop it up. Tap back for Navarro. Kept off the floor for a moment, but not long enough. And Citrus back within 3 here in the third set. And the Cougars will take a timeout here, 18-15. We'll take a break. (18-16) now, that one long. Here's Camilla Benjamin back to serve. 3-point advantage for COC, 19-16. Trying to close in on a straight sets win. Benjamin, good power serve that time. Citrus will just have to play it over. Canyons will set Vaz in from deep, and she scores. Vaz in that time just leaping straight up. Again, Cougars approaching another victory. Benjamin goes soft that time and creates the tap back for Anaya for the point. It's a really good serve from Camilla Benjamin. She had the power serve. The one before that time went short float. Anaya drove it home. 21-16, College of the Canyons leading. Like we said, trying to close this one out in straight sets, pick up their 7th win of the year, an all-important win in conference play to get them a game above 500 in the conference.
College of the Canyons is always ready when it comes to your athletic future. With 17 intercollegiate sports programs to cheer for, opportunities for student athletes to learn, train, and compete, and a championship mindset that has produced state and national titles, College of the Canyons and the Cougars athletics programs offer a great college experience. Take control of your athletic future at College of the Canyons. Visit canyons.edu/schedule and cocathletics.com now.
(21-16), Canyons leading. Camilla Benjamin back serving. Cougars with a 2-0 lead. Good short float that time again from Benjamin. She'll play it out of the back row. Greer off the weak side dugout. Double called against Citrus once again. And so another error on the Owls, another point for the Cougars. Benjamin that time went with the power. That one came off the net and was blocked by Anaya. Dothard, good effort that time, just couldn't keep it off the floor.
Canyons is always ready when it comes to your athletic future.
It's all right, we were trying to show the replay, but had the wrong thing dialed up because we're a one-man show, so it's 22-17. And we'll go with the Citrus serve. Ivaro, short. Vazin has it. Reese Johnson in. Sophia Aranzazu in as well. (23-18). Cougars out in front. Johnson off the block, kept up. Petrie dug out. Tipped by Vazin, scores, and the Cougars have match point in their hands. And it'll be Presley Goldfein, who had a really good run earlier serving, trying to serve for the match right now. Match point 1. Goldfein overpass. Cougars will get a swing now for the match. But a double called against Aaron Zazu, so the Cougars will have set point 2. Or match point 2, we should say. Regan Johnson back to serve. At this point for Citrus, you just want to get it in play. Make the Cougars earn that match point. Johnson does just that. Gomez an overpass. Aaron Zazu got it to Anaya somehow, who was able to play it over. Now Citrus a back row attack. Gomez handles. Dothard for the win, no. Citrus will set inside, blocked at the net. Tap back, Dothard, and that's the winner for COC. 25-19 in the third set. The Cougars take it 3-0 over Citrus and improve to 7-9 on the year. Good win for College of the Canyons. As they take down the Owls, we thank you for joining us. We hope to see you again on Friday as the Cougars take on, I believe, Citrus on Friday again in women's soccer. So we hope to see you there. Have a good night, everybody.